another episode of the Tailgate Talent Show. Today, we are in the city where, at least according to Tom Connors, you can have the best Saturday night of your life. That's right, it is the great city of Sudbury. Or actually, it is the city of Greater Sudbury. It is the great city. We're in Sudbury today. And in this episode, we have seasoned guitarists, soulful singers, and even a guy from our crew? That's right, it is all paints, trains, and vocal strains on this episode of the Tailgate Talent Show. Let's go.
So, Greater Sudbury, as it's called, what is this place all about? That's kind of the question we ask anytime we come to one of these towns. And as I said, Greater Sudbury, I mean, that's the first thing to note. This town has confidence. They're not just great, they're greater. They're better than great. And if any of these performers have the kind of confidence that town has, I mean, I love it. That's got me starting on such a good note. What else? This city is further south than, honestly, most major Canadian cities. Ottawa, Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, Winnipeg, but does that stop them from having more northern pride than any city or town we've ever been to? Absolutely not. Every business in this town is named North or Northern something because they know they're northern in their hearts. This town's got heart, this town's got confidence. They got trains, they got murals, they love their graffiti, but you know what? Words don't do it justice. You gotta get out there and you gotta get to know the people. You gotta talk to the experts, and that's exactly what we did. Let's check that out.
To truly appreciate Greater Sudbury, I knew I had to visit one of its outlying towns. So I hopped in the truck and headed up to Capriel, a small town with a big love for the railway. There, I chatted with former Capriel councilman and current president of the Railroad Museum, Stu Thomas.
Well, Capriel actually originated because of the railway. In 1915, the tracks were moved from the other side of the river to this side of the river, and it was made what's called a divisional point. So it was the hub of Northern Ontario railroading.
So you guys are really just staying true to your roots. You try not to forget where you came from.
Well, we can't because the rail still is the major employer for Capriel.
Yeah.
And without the rail, Capriel would never been here. And it's still, well, in my case, my daughter works for Via Rail and my son works for CN. So, you know, the roots still go deep. Both my grandfathers were CN engineers. Yeah, it strikes a good tone.
It's in your blood.
Right.
In 2001, this area went from Sudbury to, it was all just called Greater Sudbury. And so there's a bit of a hard-hitting question, but why not go all the way, call it Greatest Sudbury? Don't you think that that's an option?
Well, because I guess there's only one Sudbury except in England and Massachusetts, so it wouldn't be the greatest Sudbury possibly. Possibly it would be. No,
I think it's important to be confident.
The city is trying to promote, and I'm glad that it's a community of communities.
Let's say you are the greatest Sudbury, this area. What would you say would make that true?
Well, because they have the greatest community in Capriel. We also have this museum, which is a very big draw and very important to the city of Greater Sudbury, and so we consider ourselves to be one of the upcoming communities and really moving along well.
Yeah, and I can tell you've worked in politics before. That's the answer you look for. So the name for this specific museum is, can you give that to me?
Northern Ontario Railroad Museum and Heritage Center.
Okay, and I was noticing there was a lot of places in this area all over that are the northern, there's Science North or there's Health Sciences North. There's a lot of focus on the north. And I'm just wondering if you guys know that you're one of the furthest south cities in the whole country. I'm from Winnipeg, and we're the most southern city in Manitoba, and you guys are way south of us. To me, this is like the Bahamas as far as northernmost, southernmost. I'm really on vacation here.
Now, I didn't drive to the outskirts of Greater Sudbury just to look at the outside of a train. I wanted to dig a little deeper. So I enlisted the help of local tour guide Jordan.
Okay, this is definitely a train. So what's this? What's the deal here?
So this is actually the school car. So the first half is actually where the teacher and his family would live, and then the second half all the way down there is actually the school.
So wait, was this like a rolling school? Like this was
exactly.
for like the kids? Oh, okay. And there's a zombie man or something. That's just to scare people who are walking through?
Well,
or?
so the kids don't use the toilets mainly. But
Gotcha.
yeah.
That is, so it's essentially a scarecrow for children.
Yeah, more or less.
What are some of like the hot ticket items here?
I don't think you'll find some of the stuff we have here anywhere else in Canada. Just behind us, for instance, is a boxcar house. Back in the 20s and 30s, if you were a good worker for CN and they wanted to keep you, they would give you a boxcar. The other rolling stock we have, you can see it other places, but you can never see this much in one place, especially the two big engines we have. A 1944 locomotive, and we have recently redone a 1907 locomotive, which is just a piece of art. Right beside you, the caboose, which kids can go right into and look and see a caboose.
Hey, real quick, just on the end of that, how do you feel about that being co-opted as a word for the human butt?
I actually gave a tour with people from like not around Canada, like there in the States.
Yeah.
They had no idea that a caboose actually was referring to a train. So like, oh, why are we going inside of a butt?
That's unfortunate. Do you see the damage that you cause when people turn these fun-free words that just mean a part of a train and you turn it into something nasty? Look what it did for him. It almost got him a record as a sex criminal. We can't use that. All right, let's go look at the caboose. Can a penny actually derail a train, or is that something my mom just told me to freak me out?
No. The threat with the penny is that if you put it on the rail, the penny will actually launch and hit something else.
Oh, so that is real.
So yeah, but it's not. The train will be fine.
Would you mind calling my mom and telling her that?
Sure.
Hey, Mom, remember the thing about pennies and trains? Well, guess what? I happen to be with an expert right now. Hold on. Okay, you gotta talk to her.
Hello? Yeah, so I'm told to tell you that pennies do not actually derail trains. Yeah, that's coming from me. I'm the alleged expert.
That's right. You should see his hoodie, Mom. There's a whole train thing on it.
It says staff, yes. Okay.
So, yeah, I guess you can't take a grounding back, but you owe me one. Okay, I love you too. So I'm here with Steph and Jacques, our celebrity guest judges for Sudbury. Don't laugh, guys.
Thanks for using the word celebrity.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're trying to really get you feeling like you're worth judging these people here. You're big shots, and they're coming to you for their big shot.
Oh, yes, wow.
I'm very good.
That's why you're the host.
Yes, I know.
The judges.
Yeah, it's a real bummer that you can't judge me because I feel like I get 10s across the board. So you guys, this is not even close to your first time around with something like this. You guys have been taking part in and judging shows for years now, correct?
Yeah, a whack of stuff. Sudbury is a great basin for musicians and for singer-songwriters, whether in French or in English. I mean, you're a school teacher. You've molded most of them, if I may say.
A lot of my students have gone on to play music in bands and throughout Ontario and are still doing it today. So.
Are there any of your students here today?
I don't see any, no.
Yeah, no.
You might find out while you're sitting there. You might be like, oh, yeah. I kicked you out of class once. I remember you.
He did that to me once. Actually, he is my old math teacher.
Get out of here.
Yeah, just to show you the. I know I look old, but he's actually.
And I know I look young.
I really was gonna say you must age very well, and you must age terribly. That's how that even out.
He puts olive oil in his coffee.
Oh,
Yeah,
that makes
that's
sense.
right, yeah.
Oh, that sounds awful. So you guys, this is something we've been doing every time. We want to make sure that the people competing here today feel like you guys have kind of earned your spot in those judges' chairs. So I would kind of like if you could just show us any kind of a talent that you might have that's going to prove to them that you do deserve to be sitting there and judging them. Do you got anything? Here, I'm going to go to you first.
All right.
Ooh, a little duet. Wow, a little New Orleans
There it
feel
is.
a little bit? Okay.
Yes, we are in the New Orleans quarters of Sudbury. So.
It does seem that way, yes. A very nice, like French kind of feel with a little bit of funk to it. I love it. I feel like we're ready to go. I trust you guys with my life and the life of each one of these acts now.
Wow.
Whether that's a smart idea or not.
Well, let's
very
go
generous.
with the latter.
Okay, well, thank you. Quickly, can you give us a quick rundown of like what are you going to be looking for from the acts today? What's going to be sort of the thing that takes somebody from this to the finale in your mind? Start with you.
Again, start with me.
You know what? Okay,
Yeah, you know
in
what?
fairness, let's start with John.
Well, I'm looking for originality and authenticity.
Yeah.
Someone who really gets the feel of the song and we get emotion from it. So that's what I'm looking for.
So less on the technical side and more is their heart
More
really
emotion.
into
Yeah,
it.
that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's great.
Yeah,
Anything
for
to
sure,
add to that?
100%. Authenticity for me is key.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the reason why people can sing like Adele and have careers, and people can sing like Bob Dylan and have careers.
right. Yes.
Because it's authenticity, so I'm hoping they're going to bring that to the stage tonight.
I'm hoping that also. I think all we can do now is wait and see.
That's
I think
right.
we get it started. Let's go. Let's get it started. All right.
Coming up after the break, everyone's favorite aunt takes the stage. This performer's song gets stuck in my head,
Another uphill battle's got me feeling this way again.
and I start to show my age a little bit.
Hey,
Wow.
you guys aren't the only smart ones up
Wow.
here. I've seen movies, even if they're over 2 hours
I
long.
love the look she gave you, like,
Yeah.
Johnny
Sure.
Walsh.
Okay. Okay, old
Yeah.
person.
Norfolk County, Ontario's Garden, is a proud sponsor of Eastlink Community TV. Talented people grow here. Savor the flavors of Elgin County, a proud supporter of the Tailgate Talent Show. Greater Sudbury is a proud sponsor of Eastlink Community TV.
My name is Aunt Lily, and I am a comedian, as well as, an esthetician. And my talent is to make people laugh and to feel good about themselves. I am performing a track that I did back when I was a youngin', and it's a track that I actually found off my cassette. And I'm going to be lip-singing that performance. I hope to accomplish to be very successful and very happy and just to make people love me. My name is Anthony Lee.
Robbie Miron, everybody, otherwise known as Aunt Lily. Your voice sounded a little different in that track. Am I picking up on that right?
That's very different in that track.
Were you a young child when you recorded that?
I was in 1991. I was a little kitten.
Yes. And you were just letting the world know that you're the prettiest girl in the world.
Well, I am the prettiest girl.
Yeah. Yeah, but there wasn't a song about it yet.
Well, I know, but I made that.
Exactly. That's great. That's what you got to do. If it's not out there yet, you make it. You put it out there.
I put it in the universe.
So you've only been doing comedy 2 or 3 years, it says?
2 to 3 years at Second City.
Oh, wow. Okay. So in Toronto, you went down to and took classes
Lived
there.
in Toronto, and I did Second City
Yeah.
for 2 years.
And be fair to say that you didn't wade into comedy, you dove straight in.
I dove right
Yes,
straight in.
yeah, I don't think you
Yes,
hesitated
and.
too much.
Yes,
and. I love it. All right, well, these guys both, I think, have a bit of an improv background, at least one of you. Actually, Steph, why don't we start with you? It feels like this is more your world.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Aunt Lily?
Great, how are you?
I hope you're not too warm and all that get up.
No, I'm just gonna brush my teeth after a little bit of scope. I'll be fine.
I'm dumbfounded, to be honest. I didn't know what to expect. And what an icebreaker. What a way to break the ice here in Sudbury, to be honest.
Yeah.
I love the commitment. For me, I love somebody who says, I'm gonna do something, and you do it all the way. You don't do it halfway. You go, this is what it is, and I'm gonna plunge and I'm gonna do it. That, I have a lot of respect for people who do that. Just the quality of the track. I wish maybe the quality of the sound of the track, maybe the vocal would have been nice, because as much as I see you dancing and stuff, I had trouble understanding what was coming out of the vocal track and stuff, but other than that, it was eye-opening.
That's the thing with cassettes these days. When you transfer them off to media.
Yeah, there's a bit of a quality issue. It lended to it for me.
Yeah.
Jacques, what about you?
Well, I think the song choice was really good with the outfit. It was a really good match. But like Steph said, if the quality was a bit better, the lip sync could have been a little tighter, but your moves and choreography was spot on.
Thank
I was
you.
sweating just looking.
Just
at
watching it,
it.
yeah. Yeah, well, you even committed during our sound check. You went just as hard during the sound check as the performance.
I thought I was ready to go.
Yeah, well, you always are ready to go. That's great. All right, Robbie, Miron, everybody. Aunt Lily, put your hands together.
I liked the feedback. They mentioned just the sound of the cassettes, just takes away the real illusion of the music. But I think I did really well for myself, so I'm excited for opportunity.
I'm Jordel Downz. I'm a singer, producer, rapper, and music engineer. I kind of have my hand in everything in music. Maybe in my late teens, I decided that, you know what, I think I'm gonna do this seriously. Blind or not, it's, yeah, there's challenges, but they can be easily overcome. I'm just gonna go up there and sing my heart out.
Sometimes the thoughts of tomorrow still disturb me. I keep my mind off it while I'm working, and though it's been a hell of a journey, I'd lie if I said another rough road don't concern me. And asking questions, am I worthy of these opportunities I'm earning? Cause part of me feels that it's worth it, and part of me feels I don't deserve it. So here I am sitting at home again, need someone to talk to but won't call a friend. Another uphill battle's got me feeling this way again. So where do I go from here? As I go round in circles, I try to ask my peers. I think I understand, but where do I go from here? I try to heed the words you said to me, my dear. I think I understand, but where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go from here?
Jordel Downz, everybody. Man, it took 6 episodes, but somebody finally took our subwoofers to the test. Yeah, you really took us to task there. So you've done some producing, you've also done some rapping, and now you're kind of getting into the singing game?
Yeah, and even when I was rapping, I do the singing a little bit.
Sure.
But not enough as right now, but when I did it, the whole singing thing while I was rapping, it always got a really good response. So
totally.
This year I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a couple of projects where I'm singing,
Totally.
So I released a project called The Getaway in May.
Yeah.
And it's on my website, downzmusic.com, DOWNZ music.com.
Killer. Hey, get those plugs in while you're up here, guys. Take advantage of it. You're on stage.
I'm sorry, we have no more time for the judges. Thank you for the plugs.
Let's see what the judges thought. Yeah, get in there quick. Jacques, let's hear what your thoughts.
Man.
Jordel, I found the song really compelling, and thank you for letting us know a little bit more about you, because you're really, I think you're talking about personal stuff in the song. And it's very brave to share that in the song, so thank you for that. And I really enjoy that. You have a little bit of raspiness in your voice. I love
man.
that.
You went places and there's like there's like a roughness. There's a little roughness that came out and stuff. I love being. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off, Sean. Jordel, the old man, talks too much. Look, I love being surprised. I'll be straight up honest with you. I love having my expectations completely shattered. I saw you step up, and I was like, oh, it's going to be this, and then it's completely different, man. And that melody, man, that where do I go from here? It's just a beautiful, beautiful melody, man.
Yeah, what a hook.
It hooks you right away, man. I'm how do we say? I'm surprisingly. I'm just
pleasantly surprised. Is that
pleasantly surprised, yeah, and satisfied also.
Yeah. All right, there it is.
Right, thank you.
Great work, Jordel. Put your hands together, everybody.
I felt great. It was positive, like 100% positive feedback. You know, one of them said they like being surprised, and you know, when you go up there, sometimes when you're watching somebody go up there, you think, okay, he's gonna do good. And then by the time the performance is done, you're like, oh, he did amazing. So that was very encouraging.
Mattia, Dimario, everybody. Wow. So I was reading that you kind of started singing because of your grandpa?
Yes, I did.
Now, is he the reason for that sort of 80s influence in there, or is that you, or is that a little bit of both?
Well, like, me and my grandpa would always play, like, with his guitar only, but my dad wrote this song for me a couple years ago.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah, because there really is, like, it's got a bit of an older feel. It's a throwback sort of feel to it.
Yeah, I like those kind of songs.
Yeah, very, like, ethereal, that's super cool. Made me think of Donnie Darko. I don't know if maybe that's...
Oh, my, well, that's
right?
Deep cuts, man.
Hey.
Wow.
You guys aren't the only smart ones up here.
Wow.
I've seen movies, even if they're over 2 hours long.
I love the look she gave you, like,
yeah.
Donnie.
Sure, okay. Okay, old person. Yeah. Steph, we'll start with you.
You know, once again, man, these people step up on the magic carpet, I call it, and you expect to hear something, and you hear something completely different. And what I love is that too many people, especially women who sing, always think that it's the high notes, and we have to always belt out the notes, and we always have to live up here vocally. I really enjoy your vocal tone, man.
Thank you.
I really enjoy that. It's very haunting and stuff.
Yeah.
Once again, the problem with that is it's a bit mumbled.
Yeah.
So just to take note of that, because if I start not understanding anymore what's going on, then I go, I'm out. But that tone was very unique, very different, very surprising, yeah.
All right, now give Jock a chance. Come on.
And another thing also...
That's enough. Turn off his mic.
Yeah.
I find your voice has a very nice tone.
Yeah.
And the only thing that was hindering it was the music. Because the keyboard was playing the exact same note that you're singing.
Yeah.
So what happens is it starts to cancel out your voice. And it's not your fault. It's the recording. So it would be nice, maybe a mellow piano, a darker instrument supporting your voice would be really, really interesting.
Yeah, instead of a keyboard, a piano would be nice.
Yeah, because it started off with guitar and then all of a sudden these loud keyboards.
Yeah.
And I found it drowned out your voice. And it's not volume, it's playing the same notes as your voice, so it's not your fault.
Okay.
as a recording, but we got to hear your voice, and you do have a very rich. And I'm glad you stayed in your register and played with that nice melodies. Very good song, good performance.
Man, you went full music nerd on this. Awesome.
You're both going full nerd every time. That's why we got you. All right, Mattia, Dimario, everybody, put your hands together.
After the break, I break the rules. A young country singer hits her high notes.
That mean I know you want to.
And a dude named Dragon lights the stage on fire.
Norfolk County, Ontario's Garden, is a proud sponsor of Eastlink Community TV. Talented people grow here. Savor the flavors of Elgin County, a proud supporter of the Tailgate Talent Show. Greater Sudbury is a proud sponsor of Eastlink Community TV.
What's up, tailgaters? It's Bergstresser here. I got an email the other day that said I seem like a really nice young man, and that kind of set me off, because I got more to me than that. I'm a bad boy. Deep down, look at this, okay? So look what we're doing. We're here in Sudbury. We're here at the illegal graffiti wall. Graffiti's already illegal, so you could imagine how illegal it is here. Very. And guess what I'm gonna do? Oh, I don't seem like such a nice young man anymore, do I? So I'm here with Alex from Therrien. Now your company, Therrien, they own this building, correct?
Absolutely.
This whole structure.
We do.
Now it's been a little bit vandalized. Have you noticed that? You guys see that? That's a man. Boy, it takes a real certain kind of person to do something like that. That's gotta really tick you off, huh?
Not at all, actually. This is our legal graffiti wall here in Sudbury.
A legal graffiti wall? It's illegal to do that?
It is legal graffiti.
But you gotta like clean it up, and like it would take like a pretty hardcore kind of person, wouldn't you say, to do something like this? Or?
I would say it would, but
normally,
yeah, the artists here are pretty talented and get their.
Oh, so you're like encouraging that kind of thing?
Absolutely.
What made you bring up this initiative? I guess it is pretty sweet.
One of the things Therrien really likes to do is bolster the downtown. We're really interested in investing in the downtown core and building the community aspect, and we figured giving the creatives of this city a place to have an outlet was actually really beneficial, and as you can see, there's tremendous work on here. Up Here Festival is one of the things we've introduced in Sudbury over the past few years, and that festival brings in artists from all over the world to showcase their art and murals on large buildings downtown in the surrounding areas.
Dude, you guys painted a whole hospital, huh?
Correct, we did.
Like every square inch of it.
That's right. Usually the people who own the buildings sponsor the artists as well, and then they keep it as kind of an improvement on their building.
If, let's say, I painted a portion of it,
I'd love to see that. You're more than welcome.
No, that kind of wrecks it. That's not really what I'm going for. I'm just worried that the viewers think I'm like a total square, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I was like, well, I'll show them what I can do. I'm gonna graffiti a building and then I'm gonna talk to the guy who owns the building, you know what I mean? Yeah, I guess I gotta find something else to do. Maybe, maybe put a penny on the train tracks. How about this one, Mom? That's how it's done.
Hey Kyle, the nickel has to be on the rail.
I don't know. I don't remember anybody saying that, man. I did it, dude. My mom's gonna be so mad. So We got Kassie Taylor warming up right now, getting ready. I'm here with her dad, Rod.
Yes. Hi.
How are you feeling on behalf of your daughter?
A little nervous, a little excited. I think it's a great opportunity for her. I think she's worked really hard to get to do what she does. And I mean, every time we see her get up on stage, it's always a little nervous and anxious, as she is too, but I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think you gotta have some nerves. It means
I think you have to, yeah.
Okay, is there any like last kind of parting words of advice you'd give her before she takes the stage?
Break a leg.
You get that? You heard that? Great. All right, let's see what Kassie Taylor has for us.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
She was walking through life, trying to figure it out, one step at a time. It's just a long way down when nothing's coming out right for now. You just carry on, and just breathe. I mean, I know you want to cut it off just like you do, and I feel your heartache, and I know your mistakes, so think of the bright side. None of us the perfect lives. It doesn't mean you're different, you're just independent. We all walk on the tightrope and want to let it go. We can learn to look on the bright side. We can learn to let it go. You're just independent. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah.
Kassie Taylor, everybody. Wow, that's great. Man, that was a really like fully realized song. That's great. Is that from your current album that you have out? Because you're also writing a new one, right?
Yeah, it's from the current album.
Okay.
So you can get that everywhere.
Everywhere?
Everywhere.
Plug it away.
All
Spotify,
streaming
iTunes, the whole
platforms.
thing. All right, everybody get on there and get that. We'll see what the judges had to think. We'll see if they'll be buying your album. They better be. Stefan, we'll start with you.
What, people buy albums these days? Kassie, excellent. Man, I always say, we do a lot of these things, and we you teach, we do a lot of stuff with up-and-comers, and it's one thing to sing covers, but when you sing your own songs, your own lyrics, you sing it differently. You live it differently, and I love the fact that you write your own stuff and that you're already working on another album. That's just crazy, man. Great range, great little tune. Just one little ick when you go high. Sometimes be careful. I find that we lose a bit of the pronunciation when you go high. And that's the only little ick that I had. You had a great little bend there, and I think it was go. You did like this really cool bend.
I mean, your performance was outstanding. I caught myself even just watching you and listening to the song, which is a very, very good sign when I forget that I'm even judging. And I found that your voice is very controlled. You do intricate stuff with your vocals. I would encourage you to explore more of the lower end of your voice. There's a lot of meat there, you can really get into depth. And you did it a few times in the song, and it really sticks out in that. So explore more of that, but phenomenal, very, very good.
Thank you so much.
Great. Kassie Taylor, everybody. Put your hands together.
I think it went great out there. You know, I gave it my 100%, and yeah, now we just wait.
All right, guys, halfway point kind of check. You had told me at the start, Steph, you were going to be kind of playing the bad cop here, but they're sort of making it hard on you.
They are.
There's
making
not
it
much
hard.
to rip on.
I know. I'm disappointed. I was like, man, it's beautiful outside. Somebody needs to be negative, and that can't be. It's tough. And I'm really surprised because I'm born and raised here, man. You too, born and raised here. You teach. We've done so many. Music contests and
you
stuff.
think you've seen it all.
You think you've seen it all. Like, well, we know everybody who sings in this community, and man, I'm pleasantly surprised, man. And just like from Kassie from Kassie to Jordel, I mean, all these people. I had no idea these people actually performed and lived in our community
at a professional level.
We were waiting to get started here. You were singing the hook from that last song over and over.
Yeah, man. I'm really impressed. I'm very happy to. I actually came here to do this to go. Oh my God! Because as a musician, you're always stuck getting people to go come to my show, listen to my music, blah blah blah, and you forget that there's other people doing the same thing as you.
You forget how much you
community.
enjoy it.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's good to give them a chance to show themselves, show their talent, and maybe they can have a chance to go somewhere else.
Yeah, man. Exactly. Are you guys getting kind of full up of like local pride right now, or?
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Look, we're old guys, man. We know we've seen the talent come out of this place, and we've seen some of our students actually become professional musicians and stuff. So we know the talent pool that's here. It's just we thought we knew all of them.
Yeah.
And obviously we didn't.
Yeah. So I guess it's in good hands. I mean, when you guys are out of the game, the game's in good hands.
For sure.
All right, that's great. Well, I don't envy you. You got a pretty rough job on your hands, but we'll see what the next few acts have, and then you guys are gonna have to go deliberate and try not to kill each other.
Man, the first half was solid, so whoever's in the second half, they got to bring their A game for sure.
Really, I'd be nervous. I'd be nervous if I was them or you. Yeah. But I'm me, so I feel great. All right, let's keep rolling.
Thanks.
Did I get here? Impulse at my fingertips, and I'm sure the devil may care. No need for good intentions, do all that you can. Now that you come face to face with temptation's biggest fan. So close the curtains, lock the doors, and I'll unplug the phone. It's up to you what you want to do now that we're alone. I know exactly where I want to be, eliminating all the empty spaces between you and me. So close the curtains, lock the doors, and I'll unplug the phone. It's up to you what you want to do now that we're alone. I know exactly where I want to be, eliminating all the empty spaces between you and me.
Yeah. Maximum shock, everybody.
Rock and roll
wow.
is not
Yikes.
dead.
Whoa, I'm just going to stand right in front of you here. Sorry, man.
push
I got
over.
it. They can see you with that shirt, I promise. That was, man, you guys are a real band, huh?
Yeah,
You know
I
what
like
I
to
mean?
think
Like,
so.
that's just, there's such commitment, so much. And you're, like, kind of born to be a lead singer, huh? Do you feel that way?
Sometimes, yeah.
What's your legal first name? You want to give that to the audience?
My legal first name is Dragon.
Yeah, so you kind of have to be the lead singer in a rock band at that
Dragon
point.
is your legal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not a stage name. It's my
You're
real
not
name.
just spitting fire there.
Steph, what do you
The first
think?
album should be called How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, wow.
That'd be
Tell me
awesome.
you've heard that before, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's heard it. Yeah. We'll try to come up with a new one.
Man, you guys are tight, man.
Thank you.
Like, seriously tight. From the first roll of the drum right in, that's a very complex roll to come into the tune. A bass player who plays rock and roll without a pick is always awesome. It's too easy to always just pluck with the pick and stuff. And I got a few questions though. Everybody's like dressed in black except for the guitar player. But is there a reason why you're not dressed in black and they are?
You got an answer
I'm
for
just
that?
curious, man.
Hard-hitting questions.
Not really, no.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I love it. You got the interview thing nailed. Just
That's
be
awesome.
that.
The only critique I have is I feel sometimes your movements are too calculated. I don't know if it's meant to be that way because it's like a cross between rock and glam a bit, right? When you look at Def Leppard and all that, it was always the choreography.
You're saying feel it more, maybe? Like
yeah, just live the moment instead.
Feel your inner dragon.
If that's what it's supposed to be, then go all the way with it.
Jacques?
Well, what's nice to see is you're a full band. Like, everybody in the band is a great instrumentalist and a great singer, you know? I really like the line, eliminate all the empty spaces between you and me. Yeah. I love that.
When you bend into your first solo, that solo you do, he holds a note. Can that first note be the same note as the note that he's holding?
I'll take note of it, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love this guy, man. this guy's awesome.
I'm a fan. All right, Maximum Shock, everybody. Put your hands together.
Thank you.
Coming up, we hear the guitar harmonica combination that I like to call the guitar monica. One performer tries to double his chances by joining another band, and we reveal our final 2 finalists.
We had several decoy cases, hosts, and judges strewn all across Greater Sudbury.
Norfolk County, Ontario's Garden, is a proud sponsor of Eastlink Community TV. Talented people grow here. Savor the flavors of Elgin County, a proud supporter of the Tailgate Talent Show. Greater Sudbury is a proud sponsor of Eastlink Community TV.
First time in a long time, it takes my breath away, but it feels just fine. I said, baby, somehow I feel so dizzy when you come around and around and around. It's all up to you, baby. It's just you and me. Don't be afraid of being set free. It's just this way you want it to be. And hold on one more time. You gotta give a little in order to get a little loving back. Yeah. Thank you.
Alain, Therrien, everybody. Wow. Great job, man. So you've been playing a long time. You've been playing, you said 40 years?
I've been entertaining the Sudbury people for numbers of years. I have a music teaching studio in Chelmsford.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And also teach in local elementary schools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to learn to play like that, come meet this guy. That's the way to do it. Jacques, we'll start with you. How'd you feel about that?
Yeah, the song has a really nice energy, very upbeat, and I really like your harmonica playing. I think you could probably do an intro with harmonica.
Please, can we calm down? Please calm down. We don't
Yeah,
want
you
to
have
call
a
security.
really good talent on harmonica.
Well,
and,
thank you.
I really like the change to the 7-chord pattern. The 7 chords.
Oh, look at
like
you.
that.
Are you getting? You're getting all
Ooh,
technical.
sorry.
One of our judges is showing off a little bit. That's okay.
You got all music nerd on us, man. Yeah, I agree, man. I was gonna go in there too. Stop stealing my comments.
But you weren't going to say 7 chords.
Of course not. I'm not that smart. Yeah, man, it's a tried and true formula, right? The acoustic guitar with the harmonica and stuff. Yeah, the same thing. Energy, it's there. The authenticity of it. It's, man. Me, it's simple. If the first time I hear a song, if I'm tapping on the clipboard or if my foot is going, then it's a great song, right? That's the whole point of music, right? To engage people.
Like back in the dance floor on a good night.
Well, I don't dance, but I get the analogy.
You dance with your hands, right? You dance with, all right.
You actually don't want to watch them dance either.
Okay, all right, Alain, Therrien, everybody.
Well, thank you very much, folks. Thanks, guys.
Great job.
I feel great. The energy was good. I felt really excited to be up there, and it was awesome. It was awesome.
I'm running shotgun, see She's the kind of girl who knows how to party right. And if you treat her right, she'll let you take her out every night, yeah.
Pistols, everybody. Wow. So you guys have only been playing for 4 months, hey?
Yeah, 4 months.
As a group, obviously you've all been playing for
Yeah, as a
longer
group,
than that.
yeah.
Actually, you've played once already tonight. Yeah, so one band wasn't enough for you. You wanted to double your chances of winning, huh?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
That's smart. That's how you play the game. Hey, there's no limit to that. Get in as many groups as you can. You know what? Yeah, let's see what the judges have to say. Apparently, we're starting with Jacques. You just got the point.
We started more often with Jacques, so
No,
I'm
it's
used to
my
it.
turn.
Okay. What did I say about the attitude, Stefan? It's getting worse as the day goes on. I got less and less patience for this. Come on, man. Jacques,
Guys,
what's up?
great tune, great energy. Your vocals really suit the song, the style. You have a really nice grit. You sing with confidence. I would suggest maybe the beginning of the song, you could maybe chop it a bit, while you're singing.
Yeah.
Just to let it breathe a bit more.
Okay.
I mean, you only have 90 seconds. It's not much, I know. And I would like to heard more lyrics. It's an interesting story you're telling us with this red-haired girl, you know? I want to know where it goes.
Wait for the music video. That's
That's
everything.
Great job, guys. Great job.
Same thing, man. The vocals, awesome.
Thanks, man.
Like, it's just full out confidence, big, deep vocal. And I agree with you, man. It was a bit muddy. With the two guitars, sometimes it was just a bit muddy on the guitar side.
Okay.
So yeah, same thing. Maybe some chunks, or maybe just pull it out a bit.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, it's just I love ba-da-da-da.
Good riff. Good riff.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot stuck in our head
Great
after
little
this.
riff,
Absolutely.
man.
All right, Johnny and the Pistols, everybody, put your hands together.
Yeah.
So we had a little bit of a last-minute cancellation, but we wanted to get you guys as much talent as we possibly could. So we figured something out. There's actually a member of our crew who's kind of been subtly hinting to us that he might want to get up there. I'm going to show you what I mean. Robert, this is Robert Perot.
Hey.
Is there any chance that you might want to get up there and perform?
Yeah, sure.
I thought I was picking up on that.
Yeah,
let's do it, man. Let's get you up there. Let's start the show. Robert Perot, everybody. Show us what you got, man. Plug in and play.
Deep inside my weary mind, different entities seem to reside. Every time my heart takes a stride, I'm filled with more doubts because it all must die. Maybe if I just take my time, I will find a reason not to suicide. But deep inside my broken heart, a small boy cries alone in the dark. So tell me who you are. Am I close to the scar left behind so long ago? It seems as though your nerves are swollen, broken, hurt. I can only relate to your pain. Your pain is pain. Pain.
Can't stop him. He won't stop. Robert. We'll get you to talk into there. You really saved our bacon there. Hey, thanks for hopping in on short notice, man.
Hey, my pleasure, my pleasure.
Let's see what the judges thought of that. Jacques, we'll start with you.
So I think your voice, you have a bit of hint of the fray in there, that type of style of timbre.
Yeah,
So,
actually, I have been influenced on quite a bit. You know, How to Save a Life was a big track for me for sure.
Okay, cool.
Wow, look at you, man.
I hear what I hear.
What an ear! What an ear!
But I don't know if the guitar works with the song. The song is fine with piano and voice and that, and the backing track. But yeah, the guitar could be reworked on what angle you want with the guitar.
Thank you.
Yeah. This is one of your tunes, man?
Yeah, I actually wrote this week. It's untitled.
Really? I like that. It's a nice little melody, man. Same thing for the guitar, too. I think my issue was like too many notes.
Okay,
It's a good tune, man, but I think you're still a better cameraman. No, I'm just teasing. We have to make the joke. We want him to make the joke. We want him to make the joke. No, but seriously, man, singing your own stuff in front of people, there's a vulnerability, man, there, and man, it's awesome. I love that melody. Beautiful melody, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Row, everybody.
There it is. Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Well, today's performers have truly put the greater in Greater Sudbury.
Players, they have inflicted pain. If you wanna come party with me, we'll show you how to live true, no strong and free.
And have left our judges with a pretty great decision to make. Okay, I'll stop. But who's it gonna be? Well, it's time to find out. Inside this case, I have the names of the 2 finalists moving on to our finale in Simcoe. Yes, we're soaking wet, but this is not a joke. This is serious. We brought the case in. We had several decoy cases, hosts, and judges strewn all across Greater Sudbury to throw off any spies or moles that might have tried to get to these results before us. So yeah, this isn't a joke. Of the final 2 finalists, moving on to our finale in Simcoe, September 14th. The names of those finalists are Maximum Shock and Jordel Downz. Congratulations, Jordel. I'll get you up here. You're at the mic. Maximum Shock right over here. Any kind of a quick, Jordel, we'll start with you.
All right.
Sum it up in a sentence. How you feeling right now, man?
I'm feeling amazing right now.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm speechless.
Good. That's great. You know what? That's fine. You got all your talking out, when you were on stage. It's all out there. We were humming your song all day. You guys, how are you feeling?
We're really excited. We don't really know what to say.
All right, they're speechless right now. As long as you bring it for the finale, that's all that matters. And we're done here. That's the last stop of the tour. The only thing left to do is put on that finale in Simcoe. $1,000 in professional production services on the line. We'll see you there. Coming up on the next episode of the Tailgate Talent Show. After driving to 5 towns and collecting our 10 finalists, the time has come to head back to Simcoe for the final bout. With the help of our most famous celebrity judge yet, we select the winner of the Tailgate Talent Show. And of course, the producers of this show put my life in danger again. It's finale time, baby, next time on the Tailgate Talent Show.